Hello everybody, welcome to Tokyo. It's now April, the middle of April, so I thought I would help you all pack. I get this question all the time this time of year. In fact, every couple of months, I like to do this to help you pack for Japan. Overpacking is an issue. I know that Japan Airlines and Japan Rail and a lot of even the hotels are saying people bring too much luggage, so maybe this will help you pack. We're gonna go inside of the Uniqlo and take a look at some of the stuff that they have, because I think going in to what is the most generic clothing shop, and it's good stuff, I think, will help you figure out how maybe to best pack for your trip. And when we take a look at this, I'll also tell you about some of the stuff that you're seeing and also give you some tips for this time of year, which is, I would say, the middle of April to May until about June. Now, when June hits, the rainy season starts, so that means the weather kind of actually gets cooler during the rainy season. It's harder to pack then, but from the middle of April till about the beginning of June, this time may be the best time to come to Japan. I absolutely love this time. So I don't have a gimbal here, I'm just hand holding the phone. I wanna take a look at some of these graphs here to give you an idea. This is a very important indicator here, how much daylight you're getting for packing. So the nightlife is a little bit shorter. I guess it starts a little bit later, but it's wonderful because you're getting 13 hours of daylight in Japan. Japan's got 4 seasons, so the winter is going to be darker and the summer is going to be brighter, but yeah, it's not too bad. So that's something that you definitely should know about for this time of year, a little bit more in May. The rainfall as well. You're getting more rainfall than you did during the winter. It's starting to step up a little bit, and you see it pulls back in May. So May is the ideal time of year, but I think a lot of that rainfall is coming the first 2 weeks of April, and we've had quite a bit already this year, this April, so it's gonna start tapering off. Golden Week, for the most part, has been really, really nice, and this is when these tropical, these popcorn showers start, so they're not like all-day rain things like you're gonna get in June and July. These are just kind of like drive-by rain showers, so it's not quite the same. And then we have here the temperature, and this is important this is for Tokyo, so the other places are gonna be changing. The high temperatures are typically around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, which is in the 70s, like 68 to 73. Today is 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 degrees Celsius, which is crazy. So it's on the higher end of this right now. But you can see May, it just starts to get warm and warm. And then August and July are just death here because the humidity. We'll talk about that when the time comes. But it is certainly really hot at that time of year. You don't have to pack a lot. Like places like Uniqlo and there's a ton of other clothing shops here that make it really, really simple to find clothes. You can get clothes at the 100 yen shop here. You can get t-shirts, socks, and underwear that fit and just dispose of them. Now, I don't know if that's the best thing for the planet, and people concerned about that probably are not going to do that, but packing light also does make a difference here. And let's face it, if you did lose your luggage, you have the option to buy everything here as well. Let's go inside and take a look at this, and I'll take some of your questions along the way. So I kind of cut it out if somebody's face got really big into the picture here. But you can see what they have here at the opening of the stores. It's usually the more popular items. They have windbreakers. So at this time of year, it's getting a lot warmer. You already see the summer styles are out. The short pants are out. These nylon quick dry shorts are awesome. They've got this quick strap here, like a belt. I'm 180 centimeters tall, fairly thin, about a 31 inch waist right now. I usually take a large just because my legs are a little bit longer than the Japanese legs, but really I probably would take a medium, but a large just because the mediums would make them short shorts, and it's not the 1970s anymore. Well, this here is the t-shirts that they have in the front, I think. But again, upstairs, if you go there, you'll see warmer stuff. So you could be out and about and say, boy, today in the next couple of days it's going to be really chilly. Come in here, and I would, even when I'm doing location shoots around Japan, I'll come in here and get like a quick sweatshirt. A couple of times I misjudged the weather, had to go in here and buy a sweatshirt. I've had to do that several times over the years. Sweatshirts, everything seems to run, everything's like 2,990 yen seems to be the magic number inside of here. These are like linen pants, really light. Those are great for spring as well. And the airism is out. The heat tech is hard to find. So the airism, which is this lighter material, which is great. It breathes really well. I actually wear that airism in this winter too. These UV protection stuff seems to be what a lot of people are wearing here in Japan. It's all about light, breathable, quick dry, and UV protection this year. And it's I think it might be too light, but it sure doesn't take up a lot of stuff inside of your suitcase, a lot of space. These super light stuff, the light materials that Uniqlo has, they seem to withstand washing okay. I know it's like fast fashion, but these t-shirts, this one here is one of these quick dry ones, maybe for exercising. I kind of like the style. I might wear this in the summertime because you are sweating all the time, but that doesn't start until July. August and July, but May is okay. You don't sweat too much. The humidity doesn't start to hit until the rainy season around June 10th. Saya, I've only bought slippers from them. Really? I'd say everything on the outside, my stuff's like LL Bean, but okay, here you can see the layers here. Shorts with a jacket and a t-shirt. That's sort of the weather for May. I think everything that's underneath is Uniqlo, and everything is over is probably LL Bean or something. This is an extra large in Japanese size, but it's too much stomach, right? It's a little made for someone who might have a more of a gut. So I'm actually a large, but then the shoulders are too narrow, so I have to go extra large and then deal with the extra material in the front, which is usually okay. For pants is really hard. I would probably be a medium for the waist, but I got to go large. So I need a belt if I buy pants in Japan. But for US size, yeah, I would probably be a medium to a medium long or something because I got longer legs. And if you ever see my legs, you kind of know. Yeah, slightly longer legs. Yeah, there's some more UV cut stuff there. So you're just kind of cruising through the store. It gives you an idea what's available here in the middle of April. So if you're going to be packing and coming here, a lot of people leave their bags empty or kind of empty because they know they're going to be shopping. This is the second floor. I'm a guy, and most viewers here are guys, so this will give you an idea. I don't see anybody wearing their sweaters like on their shoulders like that. I think that's real 1980s, but like with Timberlands and stuff, dockside, the Dockers and stuff. I don't know. I kind of dress like that. My friend Tom still dresses with Dockers and stuff like that. He wears the shoes with no socks. Remember those leather ones from the 1980? He still has those. The shorts look nice. I like these quick dry nylon ones. And they really do stand up at the test of time. Now they have back in the side here, XL to 4XL size, but 4XL size is probably like XL in American. I don't know, maybe like XXL in American size. So it's hard to get for big and tall American size, big and tall. But there are some shops in Shinjuku and in Bakuro Yokoyama, Bakurocho, that are the big and tall shops, and you're going to be able to find like 8XL size, even for sumo wrestlers. They go shopping here, and you can always try Workman, Bushi Dobronx, exactly. Workwoman and Workman is a shop where you can find some really interesting Japanese clothes. I love this linen shirt here. It's really light, but it's warm. And this was $29.99 as well, 2,999 yen, which is 20 bucks, 19.99 or something. So it's pretty good. Yeah, Workman's kind of a neat place where you can get Japanese style clothing for work clothing, but you can wear that stuff around actually. And if you're looking for American sizes, you can't quite find it at Uniqlo. Again, they do have LL Bean here. They used to have Eddie Bauer, but they went out of business. They used to have Old Navy as well, but they left Japan, the Japanese market. H&M is here. That's probably everything that I've ever had that's H&M never lasted more than like 1 year. And I kind of, I'm a guy. I like to, if it's a shirt that I really like, I want that shirt to last for like 10 years. So you know what I do nowadays? I actually buy 4 or 5 of the same shirts, and I don't care if I look like Beavis and Butthead and I'm wearing them all the time, but if I find a shirt I like, I will buy it because I know they're never gonna bring it back again. So I have like an archive, a shirt archive of unopened shirts that I have in the back of my dresser, and I, you know, when one of them gets tattered and gets holes in it, I'll pull out the new one, and it's like, whoa, like upgrade. Here they have this new kind of cotton from the US, I guess it is, that's really breathable, Supra or something. I don't know if that's any good, but those were like 3,000 yen or 20 bucks a t-shirt, but apparently that material's really feels better than the Airism stuff. But they have an Airism cotton t-shirt that dries really quick, which is great for July and August, but I don't know about May. You probably want to stay a little bit warmer. Again, 75 is warm, but with the wind, it can get a little chilly. That's why layers or a windbreaker probably a good idea. And here they do have long pants here. It's not just shorts. These are made from that same nylon material that the shorts were made from, and they're long pants. But it's hard to find my size. I found that the large is a little bit too large and the medium is too short. I'm somewhere in between. So I get kind of screwed with the sizing, but it might work for you. Supima. That's it, Kelvin. Yeah, Supima. You can see here, I'm trying to stay away from people just to give them. And you'll find here like discounted stuff that's usually 5,999 yen, marked down like 60% there, which is pretty good. And a lot of it might be for the warmer weather. So if you're in a bind, you can go up to the second floor in some of the Uniqlos, look around. They have bargain bins trying to get rid of the winter stock. That's usually a good deal, but most of the time, and they've made, what Uniqlo is really amazing at, they made sweatpants actually look cool. Like, I'm not a sweatpants person. I can't wear that around town in Japan, but they found a way to make them actually look not that bad, where you could get away with wearing sweatpants in Tokyo, which is a very stylish city. I don't know if that's something that you guys would do. I typically wouldn't wear sweatpants outside, but it makes for really good loungewear in the house if I'm editing or something. This place makes really good jeans. I found that stretchiness is something, like they're putting in kind of stretch in all the jeans, which is great because I guess you can eat a lot then. You don't have to get your belt out. These things have some give. I've always been impressed with Uniqlo's jeans, but I don't buy them. I haven't worn jeans in a couple of years now. I just kind of wear shorts. I think after the last 4 or 5 years, I kind of stopped thinking about fashion too much, to be honest with you. I got my own fashion now, and I stopped caring what people think, but it could be my age. I'm not trying to look for dates and stuff. So, I mean, I don't care what anybody thinks. I look presentable, you know, and if I have to go out, I'll wear a jacket and nice slacks, but 90% of the time, you don't have to do that for what I'm doing. But it's nice to have. The glasses here, they're not, I noticed that they're not like polarized lenses, so I don't know how much protection that they offer, but they do probably a little bit. But they look pretty good. My blue sunglasses I got from here. See, they're really doubling down on the shorts. The socks are an issue though. This is what's really tough about Japan. Socks, the ones at the store for men are 25 to 27 centimeters. That's like size 7.5 to 9 US. So I have a size 10.5 foot, but the 27 centimeter ones, I'm 28.5 centimeters. They're okay, but a little bit small. But if you have a foot more than 10.5, it's really hard to find the socks, like these smaller socks. So online, they have the 27 to 29, which is a size 10 to 12 US. So you have to get that online, but they'll deliver to your hotel. I buy a lot of this stuff online if I don't want to go out. But just know that, okay? The shoe sizes are in centimeters. The Airism underwear is out, and I found that like Uniqlo started something like these 3D underwear. I don't know. Like, I think no one's really looking at my underwear except for my wife, but that's a little bit too much show and tell, I think. I don't want any of that 3D stuff. I'm old school. Just give me some boxers. Some TMI. All right, here we get into the Airism and the cotton, the light stuff. You know, that's a good, back in the clay, they have a Costco here, and Costco actually has, Costco has a lot of good stuff from the US and US sizes, so that's something that you should consider as well. Just making a side trip to the Costco. I got a couple of these gray t-shirts. These are pretty bad arse. this urban gray color. I like it. I'd like to slap an OIJ red logo on there. That'd be pretty cool. And they have a light gray this year. I might get a couple of those. I typically don't like the white t-shirts because I'm always spilling stuff on it. It's hard to get the stains out. If it's on a gray t-shirt, it looks more like it could be part of the style of print or something, spaghetti print. That's right, Sean, 420. The 7-Eleven has clothes as well these days, which is crazy. And I found here they do have some down jackets. And I noticed that a lot of people from Indonesia were looking at them. Maybe it was just because of the time I was at. But there were some nice people from Indonesia. I think that was them there. I said hi. They had some down jackets, the puffy jackets here. Those are good because it still gets a little chilly at night, and on the days that it rains, the temperature really does chill down. But you'll find there's a lot of really good stuff on the second floor. Look at all the corners here. They have loungewear, so you can just use it while you're in the hotel here and either take it with you, or you can any clothes that you decide that you don't want to take home with you, you can drop it off. It's not just this store, because this isn't a sponsored video for them. A lot of these stores around Tokyo have drop-off spots if you have clothes that you don't want anymore to recycle it, and I think that's great. Instead of just throwing it away, you can give it to people who might need it, or they'll recycle it for you. The t-shirts are $5.90, so what is that? What, $3.80? So you can get a t-shirt if you don't want to overpack your t-shirts. But again, think of the sizes, because I do large size. I'm a medium in the US. I do large size for the t-shirts, but it's not long enough, so my gut hangs out a little bit. But you know, I've been dieting a little, so it's not that much of an issue, but I wish they were a little bit longer. The tank tops are pretty good. Do they still call those wife beaters? I don't know. Oh, hey, this is that Supra Supima cotton t-shirts. So they got those. Oh, those are $15. Those look pretty good. I might get a couple of those. They have that gray color that I like. I like neutral colors. I don't want to advertise anything unless it's, you know, OIJ or something. So you won't find me wearing the Nike and the other brands. There I was right there. I get more windbreakers, more jackets upstairs. They still have the sweatshirts, which is really important. Again, some days it's going to get chilly. You're going to want to go upstairs and see if they have it. But these go up to 4XL. You can see I like that. The size is more flexible. And again, layers is the way to go if you're packing for Japan at this time of year. Layers will keep you warm, and then you can if you get warm, you can take them all off. Dexiver J64, how you doing? So there you go. I hope that kind of gives you an idea of how to dress and how to pack. You don't have to pack too heavy. You can keep it light, because whatever you need, you can probably get in here. Everybody knows this though, right? A lot of people are probably gonna look at this. But another thing is, I saw that the t-shirts here are really cool. They make really good gifts. I think these were like, 2,000 yen or 15 bucks. Some of these t-shirts are really cool. This one looks like that dry wick, the sweat wick t-shirts, which are cool. The patterns on there were good. This one has Ginza on it. All the brands on Ginza. There's Kumamon, which is from Kumamoto Prefecture, but that's license free, so anybody can use it. Look, they made them into a kabuki image there. These are really popular with the foreign tourists. I stood here for a couple of minutes watching. It felt like a couple of minutes watching the foreigners coming here and saying, "Look, these are cool." Somebody said, "These are fire." Somebody from the U.S. goes, "Hey, look at this. These are fire." I smiled at that because I haven't heard that reference before. I'm probably a little bit out of touch with what's happening in the U.S., but that's how you roll. That's how I roll, anyways. But there you go. I like to do it. I hope it's useful. You can see how people are dressed here on the street. You know, women in Japan Japanese people in general are pretty stylish, but ever since 2020 and 2023, when no one was really coming here, people don't dress up as much. I noticed that. People have been dressing down quite a bit, and they never got back into the fashion trends because I think people just stopped caring. That could be me only though. But the vibe on the street is pretty casual. For Ginza, which is crazy. Well, I hope this was useful. If you thought so, click that like button. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, how you pack. Where do you go and shop? It doesn't have to be Uniqlo. I think there's a lot of places here that are really good. There's a diesel store over there. In Ginza, you're gonna find just about everything in this part of the city. But there's also a Lalaport in Toyosu and in Minami Funabashi. You'll find shopping malls all around. Those might be better shopping experience, especially if you have a family, than walking around Ginza like this. So something that you might want to consider. The shopping mall experience. Toyosu might be the closest one on the Uniqlo line. I go there all the time. That's really cool. They have from children, like toddlers, they have stores in there for kids in particular. So if you're looking for clothes for kids, that would be the place to go. For sure. For sure. There you go. By the way, the postcards are on the way. Thanks everybody who joined up. We got 3 new signups, so we're 12 more Postcard Club members away from me to take the Shinkansen and deliver the May cards down by hand. So I'm gonna go down to Osaka. If we can get 15 new people, we got 3, so we're 12 short. So if you sign up with the Postcard Club, next month's May's postcards are going to be the Osaka Expo. And I'm gonna take them to Osaka to deliver them so they have an Osaka postmark on them. I like that when they put that on there. The little details matter. Thanks so much for signing up. This month's card was the cherry blossoms, and they are on the way. They're on the way. All right, everybody, take care. Mata ne.